Hey, it's May 17th. This is Dave Shurter. I wanted to put a video out there because there's some question about this Emily Thorn and John Kilrush. First of all, they're not my friends. Obviously, if you see what they're posting, they're not my friends. Emily Thorn isn't even real. Well, neither one of them are real. Emily Thorn is a character name from a TV show called Revenge. And John Kilrush, in the conversations that I've had with him, admitted that he was Doug Mesner, even though he says now it's not Doug Mesner. But John Kilrush, the name is pretty easy to ascertain. Kilrush, he gets a rush from killing. These people are doing to me what the Russian trolls reportedly did to the 2016 election. They're going all over and doing this campaign on YouTube and this campaign on Facebook, trying to make me out to be a liar, even though if you listen to every single video or every single interview that I've done throughout the years, I never once contradict myself. My whole goal has been to get my family investigated because they were involved with child trafficking. Now, I would think that if they truly thought I was a liar, and they wanted to prove that I was a liar, they would push to get my family investigated. Because if I'm lying and it got investigated, if I was lying, it would come out that I was lying, that there was nothing there. But nothing has ever been investigated. I've talked to a slew of media people trying to get them investigated. I went to the FBI in Seattle, not to mention I've sent them all kinds of emails. I've talked to the Omaha police. I've talked to the police when I was out in Algona, Washington. I've gotten a hold of the Justice Department. Nothing has been looked at. And the only thing that happens is that I have this group of people who are doing this social media campaign, trying to convince everybody that I'm a liar. They'll bring up this fact that I attacked my nephew. And I did attack my nephew when I was 13. I also, right after that, ended up in a mental institution because at 13 I was having a psychotic break. Pretty much because I was forced to light a guy on fire. My family made me light a guy on fire who came in search of his missing daughter who was connected to my family. So I would think that the easiest way, if they truly believed I was a liar, was to push to get my family investigated. But they're not going to do that. They don't want to do that. They want to make it all about me. Oh my God, I'm such a terrible person. Have no criminal record. You know, I don't do anything. What have I done? I spent thousands of dollars publishing a book to try and get this exposed. I've spent a myriad of cash on a blog that I have basically tried to put everything out there that I possibly could. I've done interviews. I have just done everything, but I'm one person. You know, I'm poor, I'm disabled, have PTSD from the past, and there's just so much one person can do. Now, I took everything down. They'll say, oh, he took everything down because he was hiding things. No, I took things down because people who have supported me were telling me that these people were seeking them out and showing up at their jobs, threatening their jobs, threatening their families, and all of that. And I don't want to put anybody in harm's way because of these people. Obviously, there is a concerted effort to keep my family from being investigated. Emily Thorn isn't real. John Kilrush isn't real, and the names themselves are not real. You know, I have a website in the UK that at the very end of the comment says it's a Shurter free zone, so nobody can even talk about me. You know, it's like I'm some sort of Voldemort, you know, and I don't know what kind of ability they have that they think I have, but just saying my name doesn't make me appear, you know. That's why they didn't say Voldemort's name. So I think that the easiest way, if they truly believed I was a liar about my family, would be to push to get an investigation on my family. It would be the easiest way if they really thought I was lying. But they're not. They're trying to make it all about me, you know? And I don't even know why they're trying so hard. Nobody of any authority will look into this. When I first started to do this, and I went around Omaha trying to get people to investigate this, 2 words kept coming up over and over and over. Career killer. Nobody wants to do it because they don't have the balls to actually stand up and do something. Who suffers from this? Well, first of all, the children that are being, abducted, and they can say that there's no large-scale conspiracy. But there's no large conspiracy unless it revolves around them. There's no large-scale conspiracies. But the Catholic Church was a large-scale conspiracy. They say that there's no large-scale conspiracy, but then Donald Trump will say, oh, well, the deep state is after him. So there's no large-scale conspiracies unless it's for them, and then they exist, This, and it's the individuals that are involved. They will take videos, take a minute from my videos and say, oh, look, this is what proves. Well, if I'm so wrong, play the whole video, because I've never once in my life done a 1-minute video. Kind of verbose. I like to talk. And so using 1 minute or less of videos, proving that that's, basically that's editing, and it's deceptive. And the stuff that they're doing is deceptive. It's pretty easy to tell. It's pretty easy to see, And again, if I'm such a liar about my family being involved with child trafficking in Omaha, Nebraska in the 80s, which had a lot more to deal with a lot more people than just my family, investigate it. Prove me to be a liar. Instead of making it out this personal campaign where you're attacking me personally, saying, oh, well, nothing needs to be investigated because David's like worse than Hitler. I sit at home and sew and work on my artwork all the time. That's really all I do, And so how they have me out to be, I'm not campaigning against them like they are with me. And the campaign itself shows that there is something that they want to hide. They want to make it all about me, and they're less than truthful. They're not even using their real names. It's just a bunch of anonymous trolls. And what, you think my poor ass is going to figure out who you are and come get you? Really? That's your argument for not using your name? What basis do you put that on? What history do you have that shows that? Zero. So that in and of itself is another lie. But this group is working on behalf of Colonel Michael Aquino, who was never investigated for his crimes against kids due to national security, although why child trafficking and child abuse and child murder is protected under national security is a good question. A question that has yet to be answered. But that's what's happening. And obviously, I'm some sort of threat to them, or else they wouldn't have this huge campaign that never stops against me. It's pretty simple. Unless you're an idiot, you can see it. So that's my video. Have a great day.